Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into one of the most surprising and exciting new additions to Toyota's legendary lineup, the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser Mini. This vehicle is Toyota's attempt to bring the rugged DNA of the Land Cruiser into a smaller, more urban-friendly package while still keeping the adventure spirit alive. It's compact compared to the full-sized Land Cruiser, but Toyota promises it's just as capable off-road and more practical for everyday driving. So let's see if it actually delivers on that promise. The first thing you notice when looking at the front is how Toyota has blended modern touches with classic Land Cruiser toughness. The grille is bold and squared off, clearly inspired by the larger Land Cruiser, with a blacked-out mesh finish and thick chrome or satin trim depending on the trim level. The LED headlights are sharp and angular, giving it a futuristic look, while the raised bumper and skid plate tell you this isn't just a city crossover, it's made to handle the dirt. The hood has slight muscular creases which add to the aggressive personality, and the ground clearance immediately signals that Toyota hasn't compromised much on capability. Shifting to the side profile, the Land Cruiser Mini looks athletic, but functional. Short overhangs both front and rear improve off-road approach and departure angles, while the wheel arches are squared with thick cladding that give it a rugged stance. Toyota is offering wheel options that range from 17-inch alloys designed for all-terrain. Use up to 20-inch sportier wheels for those who want a more urban-focused appearance. The roofline is slightly boxy, maintaining that Land Cruiser heritage. Look, and you'll notice roof rails that allow for easy mounting of racks or storage gear. Proportions-wise, it's smaller than the Prado or the full Land Cruiser. But it's not tiny. Feels like a sweet spot between daily practicality and adventurous freedom. At the back, the design keeps the same squared, rugged appeal. The tailgate is upright with bold L-shaped LED taillights that wrap slightly around the sides. The rear bumper has a tough skid plate design with optional tow hooks and a spare tire mount for certain off-road focused trims. Toyota has kept things practical by making the rear hatch wide and tall, giving great access to the cargo space. The overall rear end manages to look modern but still tough, with small design cues reminiscent of the older classic Land Cruiser generations. Inside, Toyota has struck a balance between durability and comfort. The cabin design is straightforward, but modern, with a large central touchscreen dominating the dashboard. Toyota has fitted its latest infotainment system, supporting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and paired it with a digital driver display that can be configured with off-road telemetry, navigation, or traditional gauges. Materials depend on the tri-mentrial level models use tough but well-finished cloth seats, while higher trims get leather or soft-tex upholstery with heating and ventilation. The steering wheel feels chunky and practical, and the visibility is excellent thanks to the upright windshield and large windows, space-wise. The Land Cruiser Mini comes in two-row configuration, but with a surprisingly roomy second row, offering comfort for adult passengers. The rear seats fold flat to maximize cargo space, and Toyota has added clever storage bins throughout the cabin. There are also durable rubber mats and optional water-resistant upholstery for those who plan to get muddy on their adventures. The interior vibe is definitely not luxury-focused, but it's more premium and modern than one might expect from a rugged SUV. Performance is where things get really interesting. Toyota is offering two engine options depending on the market. The first is a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with around 235 horsepower and 258 pounds-ft of torque, paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. The second, and more exciting, is a hybrid option, a 2.5-liter four-cylinder paired with Toyota's hybrid system producing about 280 horsepower combined. Both setups come with Toyota's advanced all-wheel drive system, selectable drive modes, and low-range gearing for true off-road use. Off-road features include hill descent control, crawl control, and multiple terrain settings that let you tailor the traction to mud, sand, rocks, or snow. Even though it's called Mini, Toyota has engineered this vehicle with genuine off-road DNA. And initial tests show it handles trails and rough terrain far better than most compact SUVs. On-road, the suspension feels balanced, comfortable. In the city and planted on the highway, though, the hybrid version feels more refined. It's offering better fuel economy and instant torque delivery. When it comes to pricing, Toyota has been clever. The 2026 Land Cruiser Mini starts around the mid-$30,000 range, making it far more affordable than the full-size Land Cruiser. Higher trims with more luxury and off-road equipment can climb into the mid to high $40,000, with the hybrid powertrain expected to carry a slight premium. This pricing strategy makes the Mini a direct competitor to models like the Ford Bronco Sport, Jeep Wrangler, and even premium crossovers like the Land Rover Defender 90. But Toyota's mix of reliability, off-road heritage, and hybrid efficiency may give it a big advantage. If you're someone who always admired the Land Cruiser but found it too big, too expensive, or too impractical for everyday life, this Mini version could be the perfect fit. It offers the same spirit of adventure in a smaller, more manageable package, while still keeping Toyota's promise of durability. However, if you're expecting full-sized Land Cruiser luxury and power, you may find it a little more compact and modest than you want. My suggestion would be to carefully consider how much off-road capability you actually need, because if you plan on tackling real trails, the Mini is a strong contender. But if you're strictly sticking to city roads, there may be better options at the same price point. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser Mini. It's a refreshing take on an icon, blending classic toughness with modern efficiency and a size that makes sense for today's roads. Whether you're an off-road enthusiast, a city driver looking for something adventurous, or just someone who values Toyota's bulletproof reliability, this vehicle deserves a spot on your shortlist. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. Drop your thoughts in the comments about whether this Mini Land Cruiser is the right move from Toyota. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more detailed car reviews. Until next time, drive safe and stay adventurous.